in the heart of Durban's underworld, where violence and drug wars have become a way of life. One name echoed with a certain mythical reverence: Simone Jasmine, known on the streets as Mo, or the Queen of the South. Her story, however, goes beyond the streets of Wentworth. It's a tale of ambition, power, and the inevitable clash between a ruthless drug lord and a city embroiled in a deadly trade. Join us as we delve into the complexities of Jasmine's life, the rise of her cartel, and the violent end that awaited her.
The family of Simone Jasmine, better known as the Queen of the South, has rubbished claims that she was involved in murder or attempted murder. Jasmine's believed to have led a ruthless drug gang in Wentworth, Durban, which supplied heroin to townships around the city. She was laid to rest today after being shot dead last Thursday by a group of men.
We open with the shocking events of October 30th, 2020. The day Jasmine's life was abruptly ended. At the time of her death, Jasmine was out on bail. She was due to appear in the Durban Magistrates Court in 2 weeks along with 5 other men. She was facing charges of murder, attempted murder, and conspiracy to commit murder for a shooting which occurred on the 10th of July 2020 at Gommel Crescent. As she sat in the back of an Uber, a group of armed men carrying automatic rifles unleashed a hail of bullets, leaving her lifeless body with 6 gunshot wounds. The Uber fled on foot for his own safety when the shots rang out. However, Jasmine was shot 2 times in the chest, 3 times in her stomach, and once in her leg. One of her killers even opened the door of the Uber and shot her at close range before the shooters fled. The driver of the Uber returned to his vehicle when the gunman ran away and rushed Jasmine to the hospital, where she would die of her gunshot wounds.
It must stare out of gold. And see what's been published in the papers and all is not true. She wasn't involved in any murders, and and she's never ever been convicted of anything. So I don't understand why people are talking a whole lot of nonsense and posting their rubbish comments on Facebook. We're suffering over here, you know what I'm saying? Must stare at good out. She helped a lot of people. She wasn't a bad person.
To truly understand the backdrop of Jasmine's rise, we must explore the thriving heroin market in Durban. The city, home to one of South Africa's largest and oldest heroin markets, witnessed a shift in distribution methods. Automated pharmaceutical capping machines and imported capsules from China and India transformed the drug trade, making heroin-filled pill capsules the preferred choice for street gangs. The allure of easy production and distribution intensified drug-related violence, plaguing communities like Wentworth. In a notable incident in March 2019, during a 50 million rand drug bust at an upscale Durban mansion, law enforcement discovered an underground laboratory equipped to produce thousands of heroin capsules daily. Street gangs in Durban have adapted to this trend, utilizing automated pharmaceutical capping machines to pack heroin into capsules, enabling them to produce up to 25,000 pills per hour. These capsules, sourced from China and India, were readily available in Durban, with 1,000 Type 4 capsules selling for 2,000 rands. While the capsules were affordable, the machinery required to fill them is costly, priced at around 250,000 rands, but it can be operated by a single person. With 1 kilogram of heroin yielding approximately 25,000 pill capsules, valued at up to 375,000 rands, the profitability of this trade is evident. These heroin-filled pill capsules, known as caps on the streets, are sold for approximately 15 rands each, making them cheaper than a loaf of bread. Compared to previous methods, such as heroin in plastic straws, the production of heroin capsules is now easier, cheaper, and faster, reflecting the current landscape of the heroin trade in Durban. But to truly understand Jasmine's demise, we must first explore her roots. Jasmine, introduced to gang life by a boyfriend, quickly ascended to the throne of the cartel. Known as the Black Widow, her life bore an uncanny resemblance to the popular Mexican telenovela, Queen of the South. Just like Teresa Mendoza, Jasmine emerged from a humble background, fell in love with a drug dealer, and transformed her empire from the ashes of her lover's death. Wentworth is a small township in the middle of Durban, and for the past 6 years the community has been living under constant terror from bloody gang wars. These gang wars are caused by recently established booming and lucrative heroin drug market. As Jasmine grew her empire, the barracks in Lansdowne Road became the epicenter of her operations. Here, poverty and unemployment were rampant, but Jasmine played a dual role: feared Black Widow orchestrating weekly drive-by shootings and revered community hero providing for struggling families. The barracks, no larger than 2 football fields, was both a battleground and a community center under Jasmine's rule.
What do we do? What went so wrong that the colored people are neglected? We're dying, our children are dying. It says that the children will bury their parents, but we're burying our children. Why must it go on? We're SEPs to fight with us. Where are they? They get a salary every month, but nothing gets done.
About nothing else but drugs. If you look at it, every young boy who gets shot, if we as honest parents look at it, we know that that person was selling drugs. We know that that area was selling drugs. This is what it is about gang related also, but some of them are not gangsters. No, they're here to try and make a living. Some of them are honest. Some of them make this living because they got families. There's no jobs.
She was respected and given hero status. She was the one who would pay someone's electricity bill if they had problems. She was the one who would come with food parcels to struggling families in the complex of the barracks. She would hire jumping castles for the children on weekends, buy school uniforms, throw parties, and have Mother's Day and Father's Day events fully catered with biryani snacks and cool drinks. The price the residents of the barracks, however, had to pay was that their patch of land was the center of weekly drive-by shootings. As Jasmine's cartel flourished, so did the challenges she faced. Ongoing conflicts, sparked by a drug transaction gone wrong between the cartel and Umlotsi taxi industry dealers, led to a series of back-to-back shootings. The tensions escalated, drawing the attention of the anti-gang unit, crime intelligence, and the Hawks. The Queen of the South, after these incidents, became more secretive and careful. She would not use her own vehicles to travel, getting other people to book her ailing taxi cabs and never sticking to a routine. Yet despite safety measures and increased secrecy, her assassination became an inevitable reality. Jasmine's carefully orchestrated routine failed her on October 29, 2020. The web of enemies surrounding her finally caught up as assassins, who had been stalking her for days, executed a deadly plan. 6 gunshots, fired at close range, marked the end of the Queen of the South.
A send-off fit for a queen. Friends and family of the late Simone Jasmine gathered on Marine Drive, The Bluff, where a fancy motorcade made its way into her home